We are live from the Rinks and Hauppauge. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. I'm Ryan Brannigan, and in tonight's last matchup on the south side, we have once again a junior varsity level matchup between Ward Melville and Pat Med. And coming into this game, I mentioned last game between Longwood and SCHSHL that it was a huge game for Longwood if they could get the win or even just get a point, whether it be a tie or OT loss. That would be crucial in the standings. It'll put them clear ahead of Pat Med, who are just 3 points behind, looking for that last playoff spot. And so for Pat Med, this game is huge for them. And for Ward Melville, they're looking to keep pace with SCHSHL, who just added their 10th win of the year, bringing their total to 21 points, 10-3, with one of those 3 losses coming in overtime. Ward Melville are 9-3. They do not have any overtime loss points, however, so they are 1 behind SCHSHL, now 3 behind SCHSHL for the 4th position in the standings. And like I mentioned, Pat Med, they currently are 9th at 4-8. They have an overtime loss as well as an overtime win. They are behind Longwood by 3 points. They have 9. Longwood has 12. A win would go a long way to potentially making the playoffs for Pat Med. Their last game, these two teams faced off all the way back on September 18th. Melville won that game by a score of 4-2. For Pat Med, a big loss. Out of the lineup once again, Jake Ranieri. In his 7 games played, had 6 goals and 3 assists for 9 points, did Ranieri. So they'll have to overcome his absence yet again. Ryan Patchogue, 12 games played, has 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. That leads the team. Luca Azara, in 8 games played, has 7 goals, 2 assists for 9 points. It's tied with Luke Buck, who in 10 games played has 5 goals, 4 assists for 9 points. 2 other players, Gabe Vignato and Jake Ranieri, as I mentioned, also have 9 points. On the other side of the ice for Ward Melville, Connor Gerard has been nothing short of unstoppable. In 9 games played, has 19 goals and 8 assists for 27 points. Michael McFadden has 20 points in 12 games, and Spears as well has been exceptionally well as we are underway. Starts off, Ward Melville, McFadden try to play it behind the net. Now McFadden gets it back, looks to shoot, and it's taken back the other way. Backhanded misfires. Pat Med take it back, but give it right back. Howard first on it for Ward Melville. Comes to the near side. Skated free. Fauci delivers a hit to Scalaro. Batted down in the zone. Spires keeps it down low. And now comes into the possession of Brendan Rodecker. Here's Vignato. Vignato kicking it to himself. Here's the pass, the shot, and a save made. Rebounds loose out in front. Patchogue there as well. Another save made. Flurry of opportunities for Pat Med, and Andrew Stempel stopped them all. Stempel played in the All-Star game, and he was fabulous. He played the entire game. Here's Spires the other way for Ward Melville. The shot and a save made. And it's held by Sam Brickler. And let me tell you about Timothy Sambrickler. He's probably one of the most entertaining goaltenders you will see. And you'll really get to see just how entertaining he is whenever Pat Med gets a power play. He essentially is a third defenseman, not off the post and out the other way. Into the corner, played up by Montenegro, and not out. Deflection save made Sam Brickler. Excellent stop there on the deflection. Back the other way. Here's Ranieri. You know, he is in the lineup. I didn't see his jersey. Makes his first appearance in a number of games as Jake Ranieri. Arguably Pat Med's best player. Lost his stick, drew a penalty in the process, and Pat Med will go to the power play. And as I mentioned, the full effect of Timothy Sam Brickler will be unleashed. Let's get the time sorted out here. 12:36 to go. Pat Med gets the game's first power play. Ranieri draws the penalty. The guilty party, Bryce Paragoski. And here's a chance for Pat Med. Ranieri, Vignato up front. Rodecker at the point. Rodecker has it here. Spins it down low. Vignato is there. Sapogay as well. Rounds out the forward group, and whoa. Hello, Timothy Sam Brickler. How you doing all the way out there? Ranieri gets taken down again. Gets back to his feet. He draws another penalty. 5-on-3. Shot into the empty net. Will not count. Nice try. Indeed. Grace Scalaro. Not so fast. She knew it. She knew it. That wasn't going to count. But what an opportunity early in the game. 1:19, 5-on-3 advantage for Pat Med. This is huge if they can get a goal here. Rodecker is lined up all the way at the near circle with the faceoff occurring in the far circle. You probably can't even see him on the camera. And here he'll get the pass across. Rodecker. Back to Ranieri. Ranieri to Rodecker. Across. Fauci. Fauci to Sapogay. Just couldn't pull the trigger. Now Ranieri shot through traffic, deflects wide. Fauci. Minute to go on the 5-on-3. Rodecker. Deflected and a glove save made by Stempel. So far, so good for the penalty kill for Ward Melville. Crucial moment of the game. Buck, Yamina, Samuelek come out. Ranieri on the point with Rodecker, who gets it to Ranieri, who moves in and shoots, and a pad save made by Stempel. Held in by Rodecker. Rodecker. Down low to Buck. Buck. Sauced it across to Ranieri. Ranieri moves in, circles back. 29 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Ranieri has nowhere to go with the puck. Ranieri just circling with it. Tries to break in now. Does Jake Ranieri. Behind the net, Ranieri. Tries to bring it out in front. Nobody there. Scalaro steers it out of harm's way. Not out of the zone, though. Rodecker. To Yamina. Shoots. Blocker save made. Yamina to himself down low. Battling Inkland. They get one man out of the box. As Paragoski joins the play and forces the turnover. Here's Sam Brickler all the way out. Gets it over to Ranieri. And they're going to give an offsides call on Pat Med. And it looks as though Ward Melville will survive at least the 5-on-3. Sounds good. Down low. Ranieri. Moves out of the zone. Jake Ranieri through the neutral zone. Ranieri trying to fight his way through traffic. Buck has the puck. Buck to Ranieri. Save made by Stemple. Ranieri falls down from his knees. Tries to play the puck. He cannot. All penalties have been killed off. That shot from a sharp angle is snagged out of midair by Stemple. And the huge opportunity for Pat Med with a minute 19 plus 5-on-3. Get nothing out of it. And a huge penalty kill for Ward Melville. And Stemple did not really have to make too many high danger chances. Not enough puck movement on that power play for Pat Med. Rodecker off the far boards and back into the possession of Ward Melville. Up for Meyer. Gets past him. Buscarino sends it around to the far side. Held in at the blue line. Good keep in there by Kevin Johnston. Back behind the net it goes. Howard holds in at the near blue line. All the way around it goes for Declan Farrell. And out the other way comes Rodecker, flips it to center. Howard back to get it for Ward Melville. 8:56 to go. First period. And there's a turnover, but unable to really get anything out of it. Vignato fires it in deep. Pat Med will change. Meyer. Around to the other side. Johnston was waiting for it. Sapogay on the ice. Plays it around for Napoli. Buscarino try to hold in. Now Napoli down low. Back up top for Buscarino. The two-play catch before finally Ward Melville can knock it out of the zone. Damano sends in. Stopped by Sam Brickler, and Rodecker fires it out the far side. Here's Lenz. Knocked away from him by Buscarino. Fauci. Banked ahead for Sapogay. Grace Scalaro challenges him. Sapogay must retreat. Send it back to Rodecker. 7:47 to go. No score here first period. Fauci in after it, but it's going to go all the way down for an icing. 7:41 to go. First period. No score. Ward Melville and Pat Med. Face-off coming to the left of the Pat Med netminder. Scalaro to take the draw from Vignato. Dug out by Ranieri. Nice move, Jake Ranieri through center. Ranieri backhanded across Sapogay, scores! And Pat Med break the ice. They take the early lead 1-0. What a play here from Ranieri. Makes the nice move there. Moves into the zone. It's a 2-on-1. Both players converge on Ranieri. Beautiful pass to Sapogay. Oh, just a little flippy. Over the blocker of Stemple. And Pat Med. They lead it 1-0. In a game I deemed pretty much a must-win. Buck had a good rush up the ice, but it got taken off his stick. Spires sends in. Sam Brickler naturally out to get it and stop it. Up the near boards, held in by Howard. Howard Samulik, if he got a piece of that, was going the other way with speed. Howard keeps in once more, sends it into the zone. Peters sent it across. McFadden wasn't really ready for it. Goes all the way back down. Scalaro backhands this one along. And it's fired out of the zone and all the way down for an icing against Pat Med. .6:45 left in the first period. Pat Med. Well, they lead it 1-0 on that great play from Ranieri to Sapugay. Ranieri's 10th point. And Sapugay's 11th, his 6th goal of the year. Howard, once again, trying to keep in. This time he can't. Chance the other way. 2-on-1. Buck with Fauci. Buck to Fauci. Off the bar. No goal. Rebound. It goes wide. Open net there for Samulik. And it deflects wide off a defender in front. My goodness, Pat Med nearly doubling their lead. Spires the other way. Shrugging off Buck. Goes down and looks like it's Spires who draws the penalty here. Holding the stick penalty, I believe, is being assessed. Now, holding penalty in general is the call. Some Pat Med fans to my right questioning the call. Either way, it's Ward Melville to the power play, and they trying to get their 5 skaters, well, their ducks not in a row at the moment. Scalaro on the point, opposite Spears. Grace Scalaro, that is. Here's Spires, pardon me. Spires drew the penalty, takes the shot, save made, Sam Brickler. Rebound, now that's controlled by Natalie Scalaro. That shot goes wide, and taking a stick up high, it appeared, was Michael McFadden. Spires keeps in, no call there. Deflection, save made. Peters got a piece of that one. Natalie Scalaro to Grace Scalaro. Back to Natalie Scalaro. Back to Grace Scalaro. Loads up and shoots, and a glove save made by Sam Brickler. 5:31 to go in the first period. Minute and 21 left on the penalty. A penalty that was assessed to Luke Buck for holding. Face off to the left of Sam Brickler. It'll be Natalie Scalaro to take the draw. Tries winning it forward. McFadden joins her. Peters puts it through a couple of Pat Med defenders before ultimately losing possession of the puck. It's Grace Scalaro trying to hold in. She can't, and Jacobson will clear. Natalie Scalaro spins one back for Spires. Spires spins that away from Sapugay. Gets around Vignato. Pulls up. Spins away from another. Spires. Oh, he thought about the Michigan, but the puck wouldn't cooperate. But he's strong on the puck to take it back. Send it across for the open net goal. And we're tied at 1. What a play from Brett Spires. This is nothing short of pure dominance. And the tap-in goal. We're tied at 1. Peters gifted the beautiful goal from Spires. Ties this one at 1. Can Pat Med respond? Montenegro carries in, sends it across, and nothing could come from it because of the great defensive play made by Jake Inklin. Yamina tries to put it around Thomas Ridge. Back to the point, shot Montenegro, blocked by Johnston. Johnston moves out with speed. No Gerard tonight if you're paying attention. Played it across, broken up by Yamina. I've not seen Febraro either. Huge, big impact player on defense for Ward Melville. Absolute machine on the back end. Although, it looks like there's Febraro right there. Played across. Inkland. There's Febraro stepping up on Delgado, and we have a whistle. 3:35 to go, first period. All tied up at 1. Icing assessed to Ward Melville. Face-off coming to the right of Stemple. Ranieri back there on defense. See what he could do. Long range shot, deflection, blockered away by Stemple. What a save! That is a high difficulty shot. As we'll take another look, Ranieri will pull it to himself and watch this thing change direction right there. And wow, great reaction time from Stemple. Andrew Stemple. Jacobson has it go past him. Buscarino now for Jacobson. Jacobson across. Meyer is there. Ranieri takes it back. Ranieri holds up. Gets around Meyer. Try to put it out in front. It went off the skates of Paragoski. Still not out of the zone. Pat Med keeping in, and this one played out of the zone. Ranieri back to get it. Meyer bearing down on him along with Farrell. Played into the Ward Melville end where McFadden can pick it up and fire it across for Spires. And out of the zone it goes. Sapogay plays it back for Ranieri. See if those two can come up with anything else. Vignato moves in. Vignato back to Ranieri. Ranieri, that shot deflection and a pad save made by Stemple. Ranieri keeps it in the zone. Sapogay down to get it. Vignato's there in front, but the pass just didn't come. Intercepted. Good defensive play, Michael McFadden. Buscarino lost it. 2-on-0 down low, and it's stopped. Save made, Sam Brickler. All the way down, it deflected, no icing. Sapogay forces Stemple's hand. Kept alive by Vignato. Fauci joining. Vignato and Sapogay. Montenegro on the far side colliding. And it's Natalie Scalaro who comes away from it. Puts one across off the shin pad of Rodecker. Now Scalaro shoots and a save made Sam Brickler, and he'll pounce on it for no rebound. Minute 23 to go in the first period. Oh, we're not in the third yet. Feels like we are in this tightly contested back and forth 1-1 game thus far. Face off to the left of the Pat Med netminder. Natalie Scalaro to take the draw. Comes to Fauci. Fauci has Buck with him. Fauci able to dangle around Peters. Now gets taken down by Peters, and that's a penalty, if I ever saw one. Give him a hook, I assume. A hook and a hold. Coming from the fan to my left. He's correct. We've got two penalties here, a hook and a hold. I see, he was holding in the hook. So we'll skate four aside. Peters for hooking and Fauci, I believe, for holding. I guess you could sort of call it like embellishment, but probably holding more likely. Face off one of the defensive end by Ward Melville. Spires plays it out. Had a streaking McFadden, but Rodecker cuts it off. Holding for Fauci, hooking for Peters. The two minors leave us four aside. Here's Yamina. McFadden checks him into the boards, almost into the Ward Melville bench. Grace Scalaro. Spires streaking down, gets the pass. Spires is in and scores! What a goal! Brett Spires on the beautiful feed. 2-1 is your score. Michael McFadden with the beautiful pass to Spires, who receives it and deposits it in the back of the net. "36 seconds remain in the first period, and minor correction, it's Ward Melville with 2, Pat Med with 1. Ranieri's shot whistles wide. Spires and Ranieri collide at the far corner. Ranieri spins away and somehow has the puck. He goes down, no call. Inkland plays it up the far boards. Buck is there to hold in. Buck flips it back into the corner. 10 seconds left in the period. Spires playing it away from the checking Ranieri. Yamina and Samuelic both converge on Spires, who fires it all the way around, and that'll do it here for period number 1. Quite the eventful first period. It leaves us with Ward Melville 2 and Pat Med 1. You're listening to LI Sports Network's coverage of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. We'll be right back for period number 2. Stay with us. One period in the books for our final game of a 3-game set. Second game coming from the junior varsity level. And as I mentioned in the first period earlier, a critical game for Pat Med and their playoff hopes, with Longwood losing to Sachem, final score 6-2. That was a tight 3-2 game. Really a 1-goal game throughout that Sachem pulled away at the end. That loss creates the opening for Pat Med to potentially get in there, but they need a win, and they need a win tonight. Paragoski. And for Ward Melville, in order to keep pace for seeding purposes, a win goes a long way for them as well. Rodecker fires this one around. Top scorer, Gerard, not in the lineup tonight. However, it seems Brett Spires has no problem picking up the slack. He's been nothing short of unstoppable in that first period. Rodecker puts that one on Vignato in his skates, and McFadden comes away with it. Leads Farrell. 2-on-2 over the blue line. Farrell drops it for Meyer. Meyer, the shot gets blocked. Scalaro, the shot also blocked there by Rodecker. Ranieri with a streaking Vignato. Ranieri takes it into the zone. Ranieri moves in. Ranieri shoots, and a save made by Stempel. Solid rush up the ice for Jake Ranieri. He had Vignato. Decided to take it all himself. And the save made by Stemple, moving from his right to left. Fanning on this one before ultimately getting it in the zone was Inkland. Here's McFadden playing it back for Inkland. Puts that one across, dangerous because Buck was there. Natalie Scalaro leaves it for McFadden. Nice little pass out in front to Peters. Goes wide. Peters hounded by Montenegro, as well as Samulik. Out comes Ranieri. He's got Buck with him. Ranieri 2-on-1. Try to take it to the backhand, and Johnson knocked it away from him. McFadden fires it up all the way around and all the way down. No icing, so out comes Sam Brickler. Naturally so. Fires out. Sapugay taken off his stick by Natalie Scalaro. Spires, the captain of Ward Melville, shoots, and this one goes wide. Buck fires around. They're not offside. Maybe Buck thought they were offside. They were not. Sapugay sends this one around. McFadden there to stop it. McFadden challenged by Samulik, who takes it off his stick. Buck now on the far side. And Sapugay tries to get rid of it. He's checked by McFadden. The two of them come together. The puck somewhere in there. They battle and claw and fight away at it, and eventually it's Pat Med who comes away with it. Yamina puts it in the zone. Howard on it. Plays it up the far side and all the way out. And now with speed the other way. It's Febraro. Try to wrap it around, and he just pulled up a little too tight. Yamina. Checked by Febraro. Vignato. Try to chip it out to Samulik. Instead, it's all the way back in the Pat Med zone. Another big hit. Napoli chipping this one out. Vignato challenging Spires. Spires circles around him. Spires on his backhand moves in. Slows up, looks for help, takes the sharp angle shot. That's blockered away by Sam Brickler. Grace Scalaro has it on the far side. Dodging the checking of Vignato, spins it in deep for Febraro. That's off the side of the net, and away come Pat Med. Vignato challenged by Grace Scalaro. Now Napoli takes the shot. It's gloved by Stemple, and he'll hold on to it with 10:37 to go in the second period. Still 2-1 in favor of Ward Melville. And if you like what you hear, why don't you give the video a like, hit subscribe, and give us a follow on Instagram, social media at LI Sports Network. There you'll find plenty of hockey from all across Long Island. Defensive zone draw won by Ward Melville. Comes all the way out. Here comes Sam Brickler. Jacobson. Take it away. Here's Paragoski. Sauce that one across. Vignato colliding. Here's Sam Brickler to the rescue with the diving poke check. Not sure how necessary, but there it is nonetheless. Vignato off the chip from Jacobson. Gets taken down. No call. Wow. All right. No call there. Meanwhile, they play on. Grace Scalaro battling Buscarino. And it comes to Paragoski through center. 1v3. Paragoski the shot. Gloved by Sam Brickler, and he holds on to it. 9:43 to go here. Second period. 2-1 Ward Melville over Pat Med. And you're listening to LI Sports Network's coverage of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. I'm Ryan Brannigan. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the rinks. South side action. Junior varsity level. Face off to the left of the Pat Med netminder. Won by Ward Melville. Natalie Scalaro tried to break through, unable to do so, and Rodecker carries out. Rodecker maneuvering through center, trying to get around Spires, falls down on his own accord. Spires has the puck, circles out of a forechecking Buck. Oh, I'm a poet, I don't even know it. In comes Spires. Over the blue line. Spires, nice move. Spires, are you serious? Brett Spires. 3-1. Ward Melville lead it thanks to Brett Spires. Look at the move. Look at the patience. Look at the shot. Are you kidding me? It's a Brett Spires show, and we've all got free tickets. Here's McFadden. Puts that one across. It's blocked. Another try denied by Sam Brickler. Scalaro shot Natalie Scalaro, and it's stopped by Sam Brickler. Ward Melville, the 2-goal lead now, thanks to their captain, Brett Spires. Spires came into the night, 12 goals, 7 assists in 10 games played. His 11th game played, he's now added his 14th goal and 8th assist. Good for 22 points. McFadden, who's second on that list, has also put some points on the board. He'll update his totals. Big glove save by Sam Brickler. Napoli try to get it out of the zone, unable to do so. Montenegro. Can he skate it free? He will. Up the left side before he's bumped by Inklin. Yamina tried to play the puck away from Inklin. Up the far boards, and now Spires. Gets on his horse and moves in, does Spires. Can't take the shot, though. Good defense there from Samulik. Samulik now unable to chase down Spires. He goes around the net. Gets the open for Braro. Tries to chip it through, and Montenegro there to stop it for the moment and chip it up for Delgado. And Delgado backhands it out of the zone. That's where Brett Spires is waiting for it and spins away from a forechecking Napoli before backhanding it in the zone for Paragoski to chase down. Paragoski bumped by Delgado, moves around him, around the zone. Now to Farrell, now Paragoski behind the net. Tries the backhanded wraparound that doesn't go. Howard able to keep it in the zone. And a delayed penalty, I think, on the hit that Howard took at the end of his keep-in attempt, and Ward Melville is going to go to the power play. 7:16 to go. Second period. It's Napoli to the box. Yep, roughing the call. Says to Robert Napoli. Two goals and an assist for Spires. McFadden with the lone assist, so he does pass McFadden in the team lead, second on the team in scoring, does Brett Spires. Fired around by Jacobson. That's where Johnston catches up with it. Across now, Grace Scalaro toes the line, but it's intercepted and taken back the other way. Sapuge chasing Grace Scalaro down, and Scalaro will skate it away from him. She can fly, and she's showing here. Farrell just able to get onside before Scalaro entered, and that one just rolls away from Johnston, and he goes back to retreat. Farrell Vignato took it away and sent it the length of the ice. Patchogue challenges Scalaro. Grace Scalaro for Johnston. Johnston carrying through center, finds McFadden. Michael McFadden down low to Peters. Peters had that tap-in goal set up beautifully from Brett Spires. Sends it around. Johnston on his backhand. Johnston back up top for the shot that gets blocked. Fauci, I believe, got in the way of it. Peters, nice move. Peters in front and unable to pull the trigger was Farrell. He was set up beautifully there by Peters and just unable to put it in. Here's Rodecker, and I think we might have a too many men penalty. Is a bit slow on the change and wanted to take advantage of the turnover where Pat Med, and they got caught with interference. We're too many men. Let's see what it is. Could have been a delayed penalty that called it, not necessarily too many men. They were in the middle of a change. Johnston's in the box for Ward Melville. Appears to be the only player going to the box. Not necessarily now, because Rodecker's leaning over the penalty box. Oh, we'll get this all squared away. Now Patchogue jumps into the box. So Pat Med is getting called for too many men. It's being served by Ryan Patchogue. And Kevin Johnson is getting a penalty for interference. So we have multiple penalties happening all at once there. The end result is still 5-on-4 for another 14 seconds for Ward Melville. Fascinating there. Fauci takes it away from Spires. Fauci looking for somewhere to go with the puck. Challenged from behind by Natalie Scalaro. And Fauci ran out of time. Tries to bump back on into the puck. And Natalie Scalaro challenging Rodecker. Removes him from the puck. Circles back and makes a nice pass to McFadden. McFadden hits the brakes. Moves in, does McFadden. Sends that one towards the net, and it's broken up. Pat Med are also missing one of their better defenders. Brendan Harper was in the All-Star game. .449 to go in the third period. Pat Med charged with the icing as we're back to even strength. Fauci to take the draw from Grace Scalaro, or pardon me, Natalie Scalaro. Natalie Scalaro wins it. McFadden to Spires. The shot and a big pad save made by Sam Brickler. Fauci challenged by McFadden, never got out of the zone. McFadden, as he was falling down to Peters, back to McFadden off the side of the net, stuffed at by Peters and eventually held by Sam Brickler. 4:24 to go. Here in the second period, Ward Melville leading Pat Med 3-1. 3 unanswered goals for Ward Melville scored in this game. And all of them Brett Spires was in on, as he's been nothing short of unstoppable. Although a fabulous pass from McFadden on one of those goals. It's Ridge to take the draw from Yamina. Vignato behind his net. Dangerous pass out in front. Gets to Yamina, who will skate it free. And Pat Med have a 3-on-2 over the blue line. Yamina, though, mishandled the puck. Howard with Napoli bearing down on him. And Yamina also there. Keeps it moving down low. Eventually comes to Vignato. Vignato moves into the zone. Takes the shot blocker. Save made by Stemple. Delgado can't get there. It's forced out of the zone by Ward Melville, and Rodecker has to retreat before flipping the puck ahead to Napoli. Napoli's backhander not strong enough, intercepted by Grace Scalaro. Here's Vignato. Long range shot missed wide. Vignato chasing after it. Grace Scalaro with him step for step. And now she skates it out the other way. And will dump in. Sam Brickler trying to do whatever he can to muster up a chance the other way. He leads Yamina, who has Vignato with him. Yamina long range shot, gloved and held by Stempel. About eye level shot there. .304 to go in the second period. Ward Melville leading Pat Med 3-1. And you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. I'm Ryan Brannigan. Put out in front, deflected by Ranieri, and the stick of Stempel anticipated it, read it the whole way. Great save. Here's Spires now on the other end, and a save made by Sam Brickler. Two great saves back-to-back from either goaltender. Buck can't get it out. It's still stuck in the zone. And now Buck has it. He's got Ranieri with him. Buck circles back. Samuelic down low. Pat Med go to work, but it comes out of the zone. Good checking from Paragoski, but now getting taken down is Sapougue, and Pat Med will get their turn on the power play now. With 2:15 to go in the second period, down by 2. This is a critical juncture of the game. Farrell heads off. Tripping undoubtedly will be the call. Assessed to Declan Farrell. Face-off to the right is Stempel. One in the offensive zone for the quick shot, and a save made with the blocker by Stempel. And all the way out it goes, but only as far as Sam Brickler. Fauci, long-range shot, deflects in! Deflected past Stempel. It's a one-goal game. Here, an innocent-looking enough point shot through a lot of traffic, and did it hit Vignato or did it just go off Johnston's stick? I'm not sure. Either way, totally changed the direction of the shot, how high or low it was going to be, and it was enough to beat Stempel. And with 1:46 to go in the second period, we've got ourselves a one-goal game. Ranieri takes it away from behind the net. Natalie Scalaro gets on the puck. Nice little head fake before passing it down low. And Peters has it go past him, and Pat Med looked to start up the other way. Minute 20 to go in the period. Jake Ranieri carries in. He's got to go around 4 players. He does, but lost the puck in the process. I don't know how he did that. Behind the net, out in front, and fanning on it was Samuelic at a golden opportunity. Peters lost it. Here's Ranieri. Ranieri in trouble. Gave it up down low. There's Scalaro, but Ranieri made up for it at the last moment, blocking the pass from McFadden that was intended for Scalaro. Rodecker trying to get it out of harm's way. Now Buck chips it ahead. Rodecker with Sapougue, and a great defensive play made by Jake Enklin to break that up. It was a 2-on-1, or at least it would have been. Spires skating around Sapougue. Plays it to the far boards. Samuelic had it and lost it. And now Ward Melville take it out the other way. 2-on-2 over the blue line. Meyer, the shot, blockered away by Sam Brickler. Comes back out in front. Sam Brickler, very high IQ play. I'll mention it in a second as he makes another stop. Spires, and that'll do it for the period. The high IQ play was that it was from an angle in which the only way the puck would have gone in, if it would deflect it off his back, he knew it and purposefully dropped down low to let it go over his head. High IQ play from Timothy Sam Brickler, and just overall fabulous play in that second period that leaves us with Ward Melville 3, Pat Med 2. Third period on your way. Don't go anywhere.
See in the replay, was that deflected, that last shot? I thought so.
Absolutely.
Such a weak shot from the point.
No, you're good. Absolutely.
Welcome back to the rinks in Hauppauge on the south side here tonight for some great JV action here between Ward Melville and Pat Med. Pat Med desperately needing the win to come within a point of the playoff line, and Ward Melville trying to keep pace with the best of the rest, or pardon me, with the best of the best in the junior varsity level. They currently sit 5th place despite their 9-3 record. Pat save made Sam Brickler. 3-2, all 3 goals from Ward Melville, either scored by or directly assisted by Brett Spires. There's Peters, a shot, and save made Sam Brickler. That was a dandy of a save there from Sam Brickler. And as time was winding down in that period, a point shot from Vignato, assisted from Fauci, was deflected out in front and got past Stemple. That brought Pat Med to within a goal as we start this third period. And there's a turnover for Pat Med down low, but they are able to survive it. It's banked out into the neutral zone. Inklin, Vignato all over him, finishes the check despite the clear size disadvantage. Vignato. Paragoski knocked off his stick by Fauci, but now Meyer picks it up. Meyer steers it towards Sam Brickler, who knocks it behind his net. And I told you guys, he's an entertaining goalie. If you don't believe me, I'm sure you do now. And just also fabulous goaltending play on the other end of the ice from Stemple, as there's another save. Made by Sam Brickler. 2 minutes gone by in this third period. Ward Melville led 3-1. Scored 3 unanswered goals after Pat Med opened the scoring. And then Pat Med drawing to within 1. Here's Ranieri. Ranieri through center. Battling down low, Jake Ranieri. The battle continues. Comes out to Samuelic. Flicks that one on. Goal is loose out in front, and Stemple with the save. Andrew Stemple. The loose puck out in front. Take another look. Samuelic does the smart thing, just wristing it towards the net. Takes a weird deflection. There it is. Sapugay. He's going to have nightmares about that one. Great save made by Stemple. Peters feeds McFadden. McFadden trying to get it back to Peters, and a good back-checking play from the defenseman Montenegro. Fires it out the far side. Grace Scalaro steps up on it. Great feed across to her sister, and oh, what a save! Sandbrickler robbing the Scalaros from putting it in the net. That was Grace to Natalie. Just how they drew it up. But Sandbrickler making the phenomenal save probably wasn't in their plans. Johnson keeps in, takes the high-rising shot. That's blockered away by Sandbrickler. Might have just gone over the net. Meanwhile, Ranieri, he wanted to go the other way with that one. Instead, the pass for Buck misfires. No icing. Johnston plays it away. Comes out of the zone. McFadden has a step. McFadden fighting through a back check, draws a penalty, and look at Sandbrickler coming out to touch up for his team. But a costly penalty taken. Michael McFadden drawing the penalty. He draws the hook from Rodecker, who's frustrated, smacks his stick around a bit. And McFadden got a step on Rodecker, and that's a costly penalty to take. Huge power play opportunity for Ward Melville. It's Grace Scalaro, Michael McFadden, Paragoski, Spires, and Johnston up front, usually a defenseman. Paragoski and McFadden swap out. Eventually, Paragoski settles it down, has Spires directly behind him. Shot through traffic, knocked down in front. Rebound is loose and hopped on it. Did Sandbrickler. 11:18 to go, minute 49 to go. On the penalty to Rodecker, who just looks beside himself in the box right now. Just has to hope his team can come and bail him out. And is flipped down the length of the ice by the captain of this junior varsity team, Gabriel Vignato. Spires. Does he have more magic in his hat here as he carries through into the zone? Hounded by Jacobson. Spires. The puck glued to his stick. Spires. Flipping that one. Went off of Jacobson. Still got it at Johnston. Johnston tries to bring it around. Spires gets there to keep in. Across for Grace Scalaro. Out in front. And now Pat Med able to turn it back the other way and clear it the length of the ice. Does Jacobson. Good forecheck from Fauci, forcing the turnover, but quickly it's gotten back onto the stick of Spires, who takes the shot high and wide. Now onto the stick of Ranieri. 45 seconds to go on the kill. Ranieri drags in. Ranieri, the shot, a save made. Stemple. Samuelic. Banks it off the boards, back in deep. 35 seconds to go on the penalty to Rodecker. It's intercepted from behind and sent into the zone by Samuelic. Vignato and Ranieri, the forechecking penalty killers. Samuelic watching Farrell. This one rolls all the way back into the zone and flipped right back to center. Anklin with 9 seconds to go on the penalty to Rodecker. Great kill thus far for Pat Med. No real high quality chances allowed. Anklin dodging a stick check from Vignato, carries in. Anklin, Ranieri lost an edge, flipped out in front and just unable to be followed through with. In front, it was Peters. Meanwhile, tried to touch up there was Vignato. He bumped into Anklin. Just an unfortunate circumstance. No penalty there for either of them. Peters dodging the forechecking Sapugay. Vignato there is a big hit from Vignato. Frees up the puck for Ranieri, who shoots wide and all the way down. Hustling after it is Farrell. Forces the turnover for Peters. The shot wide. Comes back around to Meyer. Deflected wide from Peters. Now on to the stick of Vignato. Vignato ends up dropping that back for Sapugay. I think he tried to drag it, but worked either way. But Sapugay lost it, and out of the zone it goes. Knocked down by Buck. Buscarino tried to play it, and Ward Melville are offsides. And I get a chance to catch my breath with 8:11 to go in this third period. 3-2, Ward Melville leading Pat Med. You're listening to the LI Sports Network's coverage of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Rinks and Hop Hog. Listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Ryan Brannigan, and boy, if we have ourselves a game here tonight between Ward Melville and Pat Med. Ward Melville looking to keep pace with Sachem and the rest of the top teams in the JV division, and Pat Med fighting for their lives. And they've put in a good showing. They trail by 1, 7:46 to go. We saw a wild finish on the other end of the ice on the north side between West Islip and Middle Country. That's Varsity, this JV, but I don't know if this one could compare to that one. 3 goals for West Islip in the last 4 minutes of the game to tie it up and send it to OT. I did not get to see the finish, so you guys might even know better than I do. Incidental contact there. We'll see what this game has in store for us. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this third period. And it's down for an icing against Pat Med. 6:55 now to go in the final period of regulation time. This game's so important to Pat Med to notch the win. Important as well for Ward Melville if they have any hopes of increasing their standing. Jacobson, good pass to Fauci. Fauci lost it for a moment, gets back on the puck, banks it off the boards, too far for Samuelic. Peters. Fauci steps up on him and creates the offside. With 6:22 to go in regulation. Natalie Scalaro centering McFadden and Peters. Wins it back. Sent in. Sam Brickler out to get it. Sam Brickler running out of time. Plays it. Reverses it to Montenegro. who gave it up to Spires, who moves in, across, Scalaro, denied, it's loose, and somehow Sam Brickler kept it out. My goodness. Great pass from Spires, unbelievable first save, and then sprawls out on his back, makes the second. Getting the glove on top of the loose puck in the crease. Timothy Sam Brickler doing everything he can to keep Pat Med in this game. Ranieri was on to take the draw, won it back. Vignato playing it behind, away from a forechecking Natalie Scalaro. Out in front, Sapagay, now Ranieri on it. Ranieri, nice move through neutral zone. But ultimately off his stick, and Spires. He makes a nice move through the neutral zone. Moves in on his backhand. Now to the forehand, a blocker save made by Sam Brickler. McFadden out in front at Peters, just missed him. Great stick check out in front. Shot deflects away. Ankle in the shot, save made. Sam Brickler, rebound loose. Peters digging at it. Held in by Anklin. Around for McFadden. Great shift from this line of Ward Melville. Anklin banking it down low for Peters. Natalie Scalaro. Sapagay pins it up against the wall. And now Ranieri ahead for Buck. Nice move to the backhand by Buck, but ultimately has it knocked off his stick. Buscarino. Now Buck drops it for Ranieri. Ranieri shot blocked by Spires. Great block by Spires. And Spires puts on the Jets, carries in. Spires inside outside, but lost it. Good defensive play made by Vignato. Buck. Back for Ranieri. Now Buck. McFadden bumped into by Vignato. Sapagay to Ranieri. Here comes Ranieri. 1v4. Somehow got around the maul, and he's denied by Stempel. The rebound save Stempel. Another shot save Stempel. Here's Vignato. He scores! They would not be denied, and the game is tied. Look at all the saves from Stempel. The puck gets kicked out to Vignato, and through all that traffic, he rips one past Stempel into the back of the net for maybe the most important goal Pat Met has scored this year. Although the overtime winner from Ranieri after Buck tied it with just seconds to go in that game. I forgot who they played. I was on the call. Shame on me. We got a tied game here late in the third. 3:48 to go. And there's a penalty upcoming. Pat Med's going to go to the power play with 3:40 to go in the third period. They trailed for most of the game after they took the early lead. They have just brought it back to within even, and now we'll have a golden opportunity to take the lead with Howard going to the box. Tripping, I believe, will be the call. Vignato from Ranieri and Buck. The tying goal. Oh, buckle up, folks. I think we're going to see a timeout being called here. Not sure by which side. By Pat Med, as my handy fan to my left indicates to me. It's been helping me out, dissecting these penalty calls all night and dating back to last game. It's one of the coldest nights of the year. Gotta shout out all the fans who braved the elements just to be in attendance here tonight. Plenty of you back at home watching the live stream in the comfort of their own home. Yeah, that might be a little jealous of you. Puck comes all the way out, and who else to get it at the circle is Sam Brickler. I really have never seen anything like this in hockey, of course, so I'm blown away every time. Ranieri dangling his way through a bunch of Ward Melville players, but ultimately now gets pinned up against the boards. Jack Fauci, now Ranieri, powers his way to the net for the one-timer from Jacobson that gets denied. Shot from the point wouldn't go. Pat Med smelled blood in the water. Puck comes all the way across for McFadden. McFadden flips out to Scolaro. Sam Brickler's got to fly back into his net, and that shot gets blocked by Ranieri. Off the stick of Natalie Scolaro. Ranieri, the lead pass, got it to Vignato. Vignato is in, scores! He scores on the backhand, and Pat Med have the 4-3 lead. What a goal! And almost as good of a pass from Ranieri. How about the backhander from Gabriel Vignato to give Pat Med the lead? And now we'll get a timeout for Ward Melville. And it'll give me a chance to catch my breath. Don't go anywhere. 4-3. 1 minute. Well, that's not right. 2 minutes to go in period number 3. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the south side where all the action, not all the action, a lot of the action has been. This Sam Brickler makes a dazzling glove save there. He's done his best, as I mentioned earlier, making tons of saves to keep Pat Med in the game to within striking distance. And that's exactly what he's done. And we've got ourselves an empty net a bit early. Not too early for Patrick Wall, but early in general, as that one gets flung down the length of the ice and will become an icing. So Ward Melville pulls Stempel. There is 2 minutes and 22 seconds left here in the third period. Perhaps it's what they discussed during the timeout. Get the puck in, and we're going to take Stempel out. And they load up with Spires on the back end with Inkland. Face-off taken by Natalie Scolaro. To her left is Peters. She gets it back to Inkland. Great face-off win by Natalie Scolaro. Scolaro tries to get it back to the point. It's intercepted and flipped out of the zone. Spires tried to play that one to McFadden, but went past him into the zone, and McFadden does a stellar job of holding it in. Now Natalie Scolaro for Spires. Hounded by Sapugay. Spires on his backhand. Taking it around the zone. Brett Spires flips one behind, out in front, and no one could get on the other end of it. Then a shot blocked by Ranieri. Off the boards, Spires, and a windmill dazzler from Sam Brickler. I lost my breath for a moment there. This save was so good. Look at the leather. Woo! Partially blocked by the defense out in front. But baby, was that a good save. So the empty net blocked there by Spires. Now Ranieri, that one goes off the glove of Anklin and wide. Was it going to go in or not? I don't know. But off the glove and wide. Spires, minute 19 to go. Natalie Scalaro, she's into the zone. Nice move. Now Johnson the shot and a save made Sam Brickler. What a move by Natalie Scalaro to set up the wide open shot from Johnston, and he probably would have wanted to get a little bit better of that puck. Minute and 11 to go. Face off to the left of Sam Brickler. 6-on-5, empty net, Ward Melville. Dug free, McFadden battling Fauci and Ranieri. Ranieri backhands it out of the zone. We're under a minute. Brett Spires has been all over the place all night. What does he have in store in the final minute of regulation? Deflected in by Johnson. Sam Brickler out to get it. If there's any goalie to go for a goalie goal, you know it's going to be him. And Ranieri pokes it into the neutral zone. Spires recollects, fires it around, too far for McFadden. Sent back into the Ward Melville zone by Samuelic. This one goes all the way down, is gonna be an icing. 29.8 seconds to go. Pat Med fans on their feet here at the rinks. And I mentioned Patrick Waugh before. He had the goalie pulled with the offensive zone faceoff. Ward Melville's coaching staff thinking better of that and put Stemple back in with the hopes of bringing him right back out. He was at the circles when the puck got turned back the other way, and now he's off to the bench as Paragoski sends in. Johnston fanned on the shot. Farrell trying to put it out in front, 9 seconds to go. Puck on the far boards. It's going to be trying to just play it out to the pin it as time expires. 1 second, and Pat Med staying alive. They beat Ward Melville. Final score 4-3. What a game. 2 goals in the final 5 minutes of regulation. Vignato from Ranieri and Buck at 4:01 left in the third to tie it. Vignato from Fauci pulled them within 1. And Vignato with the natural hat trick. I didn't even catch that. The natural hat trick from Vignato brings them within 1, ties it, and gives them the lead. Ranieri picks up 3 assists. And Pat Med stay alive. They win this one 4-3. Thank you so much for listening to OLI Sports Network's coverage of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. I'm Ryan Brannigan, and that's all for tonight. I hope to see you guys and hear from you all again soon. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Final score, Pat Med 4, Ward Melville 3. That'll be all. Have a good one.